I've met with the individuals, with the other legislators, and they definitely want to do something. We are so far into the year, however, so it's hard to bring out a new law or something like that. So unfortunately, because of where we are, it's going to be more of a study of not only this board, but perhaps all the boards like this, and see how they're founded and whose oversight they're falling underneath, and what we can do a whole lot better job of making sure our taxpayers' money is being spent wisely. And I do believe that if we have to reconstitute the board, or we have to do something like that, we should. There is a problem. There is a problem, and I want to find out what the root of it is and fix it. It's not that I want to do away with these boards. You know, I think that the original intent was very good, but sometimes it's hard to just take somebody's word of what's going on. And if you get an audit, you know, a lot of times if you're just a part-time board member and you look at the audit, you're going to rely on that audit to make some decisions that perhaps weren't correct. And we got to see, maybe we need the comptroller's office always auditing it every year or something along those lines. So we have a very accountable board and a very accountable organization. I believe they have an obligation to look more and look deeper into what is going on. I'm a board member of an organization myself, and it's the Four Lake. And I believe it's my obligation to dig deep and to ask the hard questions. We are not about having Christmas parties or picnics. We're about getting the people's business done in the most effective manner. And if a board member is in that board for the wrong reason, or they don't have the time, or they don't have the expertise, they would best resign from that board and let somebody else step up that can do it. It's not always that way, because sometimes they're appointed there by legislation in another office. They have no choice to be on that board. And if that's the case, we've got to find a way to get the ones that don't want to be on that board off, that can't do it or won't do it, off those boards, and other people put on. They have to be, these executive directors, they have to be accountable to somebody. This is not their kingdom, this is not their domain. They need to be accountable. It's supposed to be that way. And the board directors are the ones supposed to be watching this. There's a lot of money that is being wasted, and I mean wasted, when taxpayers are paying it. And I don't care when they say, well, this isn't taxpayer money because it's coming from a grant or it's coming from a different way. You know what? Just because it comes out of a different pocket of a taxpayer's pocket, it's still taxpayers' money. If it comes from TennCare, it's still taxpayers' money that's coming. You know, it's taxpayers that are funding TennCare. Whether it be the federal government, the state government, or local government, we're accountable. And the board members have better be watching to make sure that they're watching our money that the taxpayers are paying, that we're getting the best dollar we can. And the people that are hurting are suffering because they're not. That's not right. And I will tell you that if we have family members, or we have best friends, or brother-in-laws, or organizations like that, where we're not out there getting our best value for the dollar, we got to stop that. We got to make sure that it is done correctly.